All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is April 10th, 2024. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again, and we're both missing out on Shiny Kartana. Let's go!
Let's go! Spoilers!
But yeah, it's been a fun week.
Lord.
Definitely excited to talk about, all the things going on and what's to come.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some good news going on here and there. There is some stuff that we will be talking about and teasing out because it is how it is. I'm definitely gonna actually have to go to GoHub for one of the news here, so bear with me regardless of it. How's your week been, though, brother?
It's been a good week. A lot of fun. Went to a horror convention called Spookala.
Bro, you're like going everywhere.
Yeah, all the time.
Every
But
day.
it was really cool. Big fan of Scream, and they had a bunch of Scream actors there, so I got to meet a lot of them and take photos and get signatures.
I pressure wash 2 houses.
Yo, that's pretty hype.
Yeah, I know, right?
Gosh. But yeah, the events have been awesome. So a lot of fun playing during those. Didn't get too much crazy stuff, but it was a lot of fun going out to play.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I pressure watched 2 houses on Saturday, so I was dead ass tired as I can be for Sunday. But we still play some Pokemon Go. I hatched 50k worth of kilometer eggs, so it is how it is. Now this week I'm actually doing worse, but that's just me, I guess. At this point, 14 kilometers. Yeah, I suck this week. Anyways, no, it's been a fun week. Hang out with a few friends here and there. I mean, work has been work, but it's definitely gonna be different for the next few months, regardless how maybe it's definitely gonna be different in the next few months, or actually the next few weeks itself. If you don't hear from us too much, we definitely, it's because we are going through a lot of changes. This at the end of this month, we're definitely going to be doing a lot more. We hope to actually still stay consistent, mostly because that in 2 weeks we actually have our 200 episode, which is crazy that we have been doing this for 200 weeks. Not consistently for 200 weeks in a row, but we definitely have been working for 200 episodes in general. We haven't had actually a bonus episode in a while either, so yeah, we get in there anyways. A lot of things to actually going on in the background. We definitely love what we're doing. However, I mean, we're definitely going to say this. We are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Don't forget to check us out at purifiedpodcast.com/professor network. I said that wrong, didn't I? PokemonProfessorNetwork.com/PurifiedPodcast. Wonderful people to work with every single time. They have wonderful guests, and of course our boss Ken, very, very cool. But so we're working actually behind the scenes, happening there. I think I did tease it a little bit over there. So, but if you go to the website, you can see it anyways. But yeah, we definitely are working with them more closely now, and expect some pretty cool stuff coming in the future. So just follow them, follow everybody there. But yeah, again, it's been an interesting week. So we have a few things to recap. We definitely have some hauls for this week. And that's just Chris already spoiled. We got no Shiny Katana. So it's our duty. Katana is my number one this week. So
Yeah, spoiling the lack of something.
I know, right? Anyways, yeah, what you get this week? Tell me your hauls, brother.
Yeah, let us take a look. I know I got some fun rank 1 somewhere. I'm not really going to go digging to find them, though. I think I got like 4 or 5 shiny Bagans. I deleted all of them except one. I think I'm going to transfer it into home. I got 1 shiny Whalmer. After going out hunting and everything, I was like, oh man, no shinies. Come home. There's the shiny Whalmer. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Did a lucky trade for a shiny Origin Dialga today, mirror trade, and got a 13, 15, 14. Not bad, not superb, but definitely better than it was. So I'll take it. And of course, another shiny Bronzor to add to the pile. Let's go.
Hey, yeah. We gotta do like a roulette every time something like that happens. It's like, who's gonna get the shiny Bronzor? Let's go!
Every time we click on it, every time I'm like, who's getting it? Who's getting it?
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of fun. Definitely liked grinding the Joltik extra large candy. Needed a lot of that. Uh, all the Wim pods. I think getting a really good one for Ultra League is really cool. I think it's one of the more unique Pokemon to use. And I think that was all I got for my hauls. Because we have a little bit of a shorter time, but definitely a lot to hunt though.
Oh yeah.
What do you have this week?
Let's start with the Hondas. I did get quite a bit of Hondas this last week, so I'm actually happy about it.
Catching up.
I know, right? Well, actually, did I talk about the Arbolina or the Mobile that I got the other week? Yeah, that's because like that would have been last week that I talked about. Yeah, because I have the Pomno, which is it is how it is. From the size of the event, which we'll talk about in a moment, I did get a tiny XXS 0.01 meter Dynamo Honda.
As a Honda too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not the smallest of the collection, surprisingly, which I'm actually surprised about that. Mostly because of the weight, I think, but still tiny as hell. I'm ready for anything small, like showcases, if they ever do that anyways. But so... but yeah, I think that was the only Honda that I actually got, which I'm actually still excited regardless. As for shinies, we did get Bag on Community Day. I did get a Whelmer from Sasol's event. Bag on Community Day was a 30 shiny haul this week. And then a shiny Mashop. Shiny Shadow Mashop. It's my second one, so I'm actually like okay with it. I would have been fine with the other ones. I did get a bit of the other week, I think, but that's about it. So yeah, not the biggest haul of shinies. I mean, I don't know if you want to see green in your storage all day, but that's how I got them all. We went hunting. It was just me and my friend Amanda, so we definitely just hunted it out just like we always do, and we got the shinies. So we didn't get a good one. I think somebody got the Hondo, but that's about it. Yeah, that was pretty much it on that. Again, we events, hauls, and everything. It is how it is. I run the Go Plus the entire time. We had the size of the event because I wanted to get Cutifly and Winpot and all that stuff. I did actually achieve the XX small medal, so that's an achievement. It's a really good achievement because I was actually hoping to finish that medal pretty soon. So I'm happy about that. 507, so I'm probably not gonna see any more after that for a while. Although we did say one today, right? Like XS small Lithio.
Yeah, there was one or two that we saw for Radar.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And just like Chris mentioned, again, we spoiled already, but we did not get a shiny Kartana or Celesteela after being out and about for the last week.
Hate us,
bro. The queues for Celesteela in one of the apps is like insane. Like it's taking us at least 24 hours. And if you remember to do them, we would do the Celesteelas, but somebody forgot to send the invites, and now I have to wait another 24 freaking hours for it. So, by the way, shout out to that guy because I'm mad as hell, brother. All right, let's recap exactly how Sizable's event went for basically for the community. Everybody's really actually surprised that this event was doing pretty good. I mean, a brand new shiny being released. The Sizable Pokemons are really a good hunt for people that are getting there because I saw a lot of people are actually getting their XX large, Shundo, Snorlax or something like that, So we got Snorlax, Onix, Wimpots, Cutifly was in the mix. We have a lot of different Pokemon anyway, so it's definitely something to really hope about. And because Kartana and Celesteela were in the race, technically, the chase was on for a lot of them. Also, shout out to Just Will thank you for joining us. Or Will, Justin, Will, same thing, difference. Thank you so much, Will. But yeah, so aside from that, I think the event was actually a pretty sizable one. How it is.
Pretty sizable.
Pretty sizable for the community, and everybody was really happy. I mean, there wasn't really that much of a threat from people, but I think we're getting used to the events now, so it's kind of like, okay, well, it makes sense to have this anyways. What do you think, Chris?
I think it was a lot of fun. As being one of the first events to really showcase the different size differences, I think it did it very, very well.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh yeah, we increased the size differences. I was like, oh, how much did they increase it? And then like every like 5 Pokemon you clicked on, you got one that was either XX small or XXL.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Because getting those extra large shinies or hundos, a lot of fun. So definitely glad we got to do all that this last week.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, what was the like craziest thing that you saw online
Craziest thing?
from the event itself?
Uh, I mean, the funniest thing by far is the extra small Cartana.
Yeah, that one's hilarious. Somebody posted it online and we were like, how the heck are we supposed to hit this? It's like a tiny little thing or something, you know? I would show it,
Hit
but
the next one,
unfortunately,
throw 'em out.
yeah, I know, right? I would show it, but unfortunately, I have it saved on my phone, and for some reason, every time I put my phone up, it's like the weirdest thing in the world for the stream today. So we'll get that eventually, you know. But yeah, so rating wise for this event, I want to say that I'll give it a good 7.5.
I was thinking 7.
Yeah. The research were actually pretty nice because all you had to do basically just catch Pokemons anyway, so it was actually pretty good when it comes down to regular research. We still had the time research, right?
Yeah.
Collection challenge.
Yeah, for catching the 4 big Pokemon and the 4 small Pokemon. I thought the quests were pretty well diverse too. I liked getting the Wimpod and the Whalmer ones, but the catch 20 for either an Onyx or a Snorlax was really cool too. So I am glad that they had a little bit of differences out there.
Yeah, no, definitely it was good to say the least from that. So that's why I was actually okay with the event itself. So aside from that, we had Raid Hour, which I already talked about. Crit Cartana just hates us, public enemy number 1. Celesteela, public enemy number 2. Big on Community Day. So again, I got the 30 shinies. It wasn't too bad. I know. I was hoping, of course, to look for the Shando because I am looking for a Shando collection of all the Megas out there, which I don't think that dream will ever happen unless I actually do like insane grind every time something comes out. But yeah. Again, I started the regular routes, walked for a good 45 minutes with my friend, and then we went and drove around the college for the next hour and a half. So it was not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's not that Community Day is not exciting. I see a lot of people actually out for Community Day this weekend. But again, it is how it is. It is still a Community Day. If you don't have a big group going around, it's a different story. However, I did have fun with my friend anyway. So, and you were just having fun over there anyways.
Yeah, for me, it's not like I know it's called Community Day, but it's like if you're not catching Pokemon too, it's like I don't think you're gonna be enjoying it to the fullest.
I mean, they have definitely switched it up. I mean, classics are classics for a reason. Yes. But I feel like there has to be a switch up. I think it's time to really go about a big change to Community Days at this point. So I don't know. It just feels that it's time for a revamp on this. Even though they kind of already did a revamp for regular Community Days because they kind of added the 4-star rates and all that you can do. But just added bonus to what you already be catching for 3 hours anyways. I feel like there has to be like a good challenge, or something that actually brings the community together a little more, which I know the ambassador program kind of does that, especially if you get the free ticket by itself at that, but still.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're allowing you to get it for free is really, really cool. The only thing that sucks is how spread out it is, I think.
Yeah.
How like not every community can have one super easily, which I get. It's nice to have some exclusivity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's only $1 at the end of the day. It's not like we're saving like $10 or something.
Yeah, no, dude. If that would happen, I would go into the closest community day ambassador program ever. So I technically. The closest one would be something that I will have to drive for, and that will be like a good hour drive. So I'm not saving $10. I'm actually wasting 20. So
yeah. A lot of people don't take into account the gas they're spending.
Yeah. I mean, we can always go back to when it comes down to how you can create a community and all that, but I'll let leaders be leaders when it comes down to it. So, kudos to anybody who actually did and have been able to actually access the community basketball program. They put the hard work, so it's good to say the least. So now that I'm thinking about it, now every time that I talk about it, I feel like community days have actually gotten better for that reason. You just know that they're out there. I guess just for me, it's just a little bit the same, just because I know I don't have anything close unless somebody in my community or myself just works on the ambassador program. So
I missed a raid.
I know, right? But regardless, thank you so much, everybody. But anyways, that's it. That's all the podcast. Peace out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for last week. There was anything else? I don't think there was anything else. Just some Atlanta spawns here and there.
Yeah, I think what we talked about was just stuff from last week.
But that's the point of the recaps. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, like we talked about it on Sunday, is what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Anyhow, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our research topics of the week. We got a bit of news and some exciting ones out there, so we definitely are going to be happy and nice about this. Anyways, Chris, how about the very first news we got today?
Yeah, we're talking about 69-420. The April 2024 Community Day is going to be Bellsprout. If you are confused why I said what I said, Saturday, April 20th, is the Community Day for Bellsprout, which is the 69th Pokemon in the Pokédex. Very cool, very memey. And it's going to be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. If you're lucky, you'll encounter a shiny one. What?
I know, right? Yeah. Also, kudos to whoever actually designed this Community Day. Just kudos. Just give him a raise, Niantic. Just give him a raise.
Dude, they knew exactly what they were doing, whoever proposed this. Featured attack. Evolve Weepin' Bell, and you'll get a Victory Bell that knows the fast attack Magical Leaf. Is it good? Maybe. It's not Razor Leaf. That's about it, though.
It's not as strong. Yeah, it's not as strong as Razor Leaf, but it is powerful enough to give it a little bit of niche here and there.
I'm definitely interested to see how different it performs with it.
We're just gonna have sunny weather that day, brother.
Sunny weather all day. The trainer battles 10 power, gyms and raids 16 power. You can get the special research story for $1. As we mentioned, you can get it for free if you have a community day leader locally. But I don't know how many people actually have that. The event bonuses: 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, so everyone can get something out of it. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to get candy extra large from catching Pokemon. Lure modules will last for 3 hours. That does not count the golden lures. They didn't put it there, but I'm assuming. Incense, excluding the daily adventure incense, will last for 3 hours. And then take a few snapshots, and you'll get a surprise. It's going to be a Bellsprout. 1 additional special trade can be made for a maximum of 2 for the day, and then trades will require 50% less Stardust. The trade ones will last until 10 p.m. Local time, so keep that in mind. The bonus raids, it's going to be Weepin' Bell.
Weepin' Bell.
Yeah, and they'll give you a Bellsprout for 30 minutes afterwards. And it says the raids will be out until 10. That is very interesting. I think, I don't know. I thought they stopped spawning at 9, but maybe I'm tripping.
No, they definitely has gone all the way to 10.
That is interesting.
For a while.
But yeah, if you want to, you can fight them. That's up to you. People are really memeing on this because a lot of people already have Shiny Bellsprout. I'm sure you do. I should have one.
I think I have. I mean, there's been enough events out there for me to actually get it anyways.
Yeah, there's also going to be field research, you know, what we're used to. Pokemon showcases, save your extra large Bellsprouts.
I do
And
have
then,
a Shadow Bellsprout that's 15, 15, 14.
oh my gosh, yeah, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Go Web Store Community Day bundle. You can get 10 Ultra Balls, an Elite Charge TM, and a special research story ticket for $5. How do you feel about that? The fact that you get the special research story with it.
Um,
I
that's
don't think I've seen that
interesting.
before.
That's interesting, actually. Wait, am I looking at this right?
Yeah, for $5, the Elite Charge TM and a special research story, and then the 10 Ultra Balls are just on top. Am I tripping, or is that not the?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's interesting.
It's not up yet, but it might be soon.
Now, okay, so were were Elite Charge TMs that cheap? I mean, okay, so if we actually look at the regular event bundles for the event, the two community day bundles here, 1350 Pokecoins will get you 5 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 1 Elite Charge TM, and 5 Lucky Eggs. And then the 480 coins bundle will give you 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Instance, 3 Super Incubators, and 1 Lore Module. So the bundle in the, I mean, I knew that the bundle in the shop was actually cheaper.
Mhm.
But even so, $5 for the Elite TM and the Special Research Story?
Yeah, because the story on its own, I would equate to $1.
Right. And the Elite Charge TM
So
is a good 1,300 points half the time. I mean,
yeah, maybe they're just doing a good discount on it since it's the first time. That is crazy.
that is actually a very good bundle, to say the least, just to have it for that. So
I,
I would say that it's actually worth it for the
I
reasons. I mean, in the end of the day, the price is usually just the Elite Charge TMs anyways.
yeah, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, even
Um,
if it has Ultra Balls in it.
yeah, the other event bundles, which I are the ones that you're thinking of, for 1350 Pokecoins, 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, an Elite Charge Gem, and 5 Lucky Eggs. Interesting.
That is,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, I
and then
guess.
the 480 for 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Incense, and 3 Super Incubators, and a Lure Module. Not crazy, but not bad. By any means. They have really cute stickers. I actually really like the one of Bellsprout in the rain. I really like that one. That's really cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely not the best community day. I don't think it's the worst though. People may fight me on that, but I do think it has some place. My biggest thing though is the Stardust. I'm definitely gonna be grinding the Stardust on this one.
You off the day.
Is it a Saturday?
Yes.
Then no, no.
It's like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Star.
For a Bellsprout, no.
If it was Gumi, that's a different story.
Yeah, if it was a Jangmo, maybe.
Next year. Anyways, but yeah, that is community day. I do think that, I guess every time I say that they need to change something, they actually just surprise me with something. So the bundle is actually pretty good. And just like Chris mentioned, Bellsprout is not the greatest Pokemon to release as a community day, and that definitely, still gives a race to Niantic to actually have, the 69 420 days, which is nice. But Bellsprout is still a very good viable Pokemon in PvP. If you can get yourself a good one, even with Magical Leaf or just Razor Leaf, it's still pretty good. I know people are still a holdout when it comes down to that, even though it's been out for a while and it still destroys GBL for some reason. So kudos to Niantic again, but again, just give us something better. I think next month we'll probably just have, the good stuff. Anyways, that is that part of the news. And now we have an alert. Chris, we got an alert. We have
Alert.
an anomaly happening. We must be ready for Necrozma to come back to Pokemon Go.
I'm ready.
It is time. So, if you guys don't know, we actually, if you were living under a rock, we had the Eclipse on Monday. which was fun. I was able to see a little bit of it when I was at work. Somebody brought the glasses, so it was actually kind of nice. And then everybody was going crazy about it. Everybody streamed it. Everybody was talking about it. And Pokemon Go actually did some good promotional stuff for that day. I don't know if we actually talked about it last week. No, because it was this Monday. What am I talking about? Anyways, they teased out Necrozma for the very first time in Pokemon Go. It is actually happening. The Necrozma is going to actually come to all Pokemon Go live events and, of course, global when it's time for global. But yeah, the anomaly is here. The search of Ultra Wormhole activity reports identified is Necrozma. The intentions are unknown. And directives is an excessive caution when it comes down to it. Now, usually we will go over the information of Necrozma. We can still go over, however, we're not going to go through the Go Live this time. We're actually going to go to Go Hub for this information because they're actually nice enough to actually put it together. So there's more information for Necrozma and GoFest, both in person and global when it comes down to it. Real quick. That is loud. Thank you, Niantic, for loud. Surprise. But yeah, so they tested out Necrozma during the Eclipse. It was kind of nice. Necrozma is the Pokemon for Dusk and Eclipse and all the light-eating powers that they have in there anyways. But yeah, that is Necrozma. Sorry for all the audio listeners for that little sound. So, but yes, Necrozma debuts in Pokemon Go Fest after being teased on April 8th. It is now confirmed worldwide to come to all the Pokemon Go raids during the live events. The shiny Necrozma will also be available. However, only ticket holders may encounter if they are lucky, so you gotta buy a ticket for this. Necrozma is a psychic legendary Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 7, and it has 3 forms depending on it manages to the main Solgaleo or Lunana. Thus, main Necrozma is a form from absorbing Solgaleo, and Dawn Wings Necrozma was formed to attain the absorbing Lunana. Chris, you were right when we were talking about it today. However, Ultra Necrozma is the third form of Necrozma that can attain if it uses its exclusive C move, or C Crystal. As far as the stats, attack 251, defense 195, stamina 219, and the max CP for Necrozma is 4,163 CP. However, that could actually be way more if he goes into Ultra form. So be ready for this kind of thing. Ultra Beasts return to raids, even though we can already have them return to raids anyways. But it's not the only debut because there are also many other Ultra Beasts that will actually be appearing in GoFest in general for all the other global events, or I'm sorry, the IRL events. Sedaine will have Guzzlord, Nihilego, Circuitry is the little tree thing, I think. Mm-hmm. Kartana, and then Necrozma. We also have a mystery raid boss during the time. Then in Madrid, Spain, we'll have Kartana, Nihilego, Buzzwole, and what's the bug type that looks like a...
Pheromosa?
Thank you. Pheromosa. And of course, Necrozma and a mysterious raid boss. New York will have Kartana, Buzzwole. Yeah, Buzzwole. God, I just said his name. Why am I not looking at this anymore? Guzzlord, thank you. Nihilego, Necrozma, and a mystery. And then Global will have every single Ultra Beast released as of now. And the 2 mystery raid bosses. So we're actually going to be some really stacked for the global weekend for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about what they might be, but I do kind of like Pokemon Go Hub's guesses on them.
Can you imagine if they actually do each one of the dust forms and or the fusion forms, and then on New York we have like the ultra form, and then in global we'll have every single one or something?
It'd be cool, but the fact that they have fusions makes me think that they won't, right? Because it'd end up being 2 Pokemon, right?
Yeah. And then we had something in the data mines that talks about that, but we will talk about that at some point. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Circuitry, Pheromosa, Buzzwole being shiny, available in their GoFest counterparts. I'm loving the Buzzwole is actually in New York, so I do like them a little bit better, but Circuitry is like a second best for me. Mm-hmm. Nihilo, I still actually I have the Hondo. Do I have the Hondo? Yeah, I have the Hondo probably. Or Shiny Lily, that's what it's called. Anyways, they go over the shiny comparisons. I do think that each one of the shinies is pretty cool, especially in Go.
Oh yeah. Ultra Beast did the shinies, you're right. I think the weakest one is Kartana, and it still looks cool.
Yeah, because it's origami. It's still probably number one. Anyways, we have raids for GoFest. That's updated raids. So 1-star raids will have Pikachu wearing the Moon Crown, the Sun Crown, and Yamo in raids. That's pretty cool. This is actually for Global GoFest, by the way. 3-star raids will have Espeon with a Day Scarf and Umbreon with a Night Scarf. I'm going for that Umbreon so hard now.
I love Espeon, but both of them go hard.
Yeah, and of course their shinies are available during the time. And then the 5-star race will actually have every single one of the Ultra Beasts plus Necrozma. So it's gonna be a long GoFest weekend, brother. I don't even know how we're gonna do it because you got GoFest New York, then Global, then a wedding. So July just make your schedule like non-existent at that point. So. Oh man. A crowning achievement is a trader who purchased the Pokemon Go Fest 2024 global ticket by May 6th. Okay, I gotta buy that now. And play the Pokemon Go Fest between April 30th to May 6th will receive time research that awards early access to Go Fest team avatar items, a Sun Crown. Plus, all the trainers who purchased by June 6th play Pokemon Go Fest or Pokemon Go between 31st and the 6th will receive the time research that will additional item, a Moon Crown. Yeah, so you get the possibilities of both if you actually buy early. So, Chris, remind me of May 6th that I gotta buy the ticket, please.
I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I gotta buy that as soon as possible now. The GoFest merch is out, so those are.
That shirt is cool.
I think I can actually. There you go. That's one picture. Yep. No, it couldn't be loaded. I'll tell the GoFest game about it, but. It looks pretty cool with Necrozma front. There is a hat. I actually want the hat now more than anything. The hood is pretty cool, but I only bought the shirt. It's gotta be hot, but you know. And get that what supplies last. Woohoo! Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much the updated information that we have on GoFest. Pretty cool that they announced that Necrozma is actually going to be shiny available on release date. It is a if you're lucky moment, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to talk about later on in the next month or so that you can still get Necrozma during raid mode rating. However, probably the shiny availability of it isn't. Mm-hmm. So it's got to be similar to when, the Alien Pocket came out for the live events and all the stuff. They just wanted to test it out that way, I guess. So don't be discouraged. I mean, it's cool to get Necrozma if you are getting the shiny or not. But you will get the chance to actually get shinies and global anyway, so it's not too bad regardless. It's just a little bit extra work. Remember, we also have Marshadow coming out, so we know that that's actually going to be a pretty cool Pokemon to have, even though it's probably going to be crappy IPs again. The more that I complain, I'm probably finally going to get the hunt though, but so.
One day.
It will be one day. So let's speculate a little bit because there's a lot of things actually going on here. Necrozma being out, we know that there's actually a potential for adventure events to actually, or adventure effects to actually happen with Necrozma because during the teaser trailers, they showed him using his special move, Photo Cannon or Photo Geyser or whatever it's called in this point. And it actually does feel like they're gonna do something. Now, I did mention briefly that we have something in the minds. They mentioned something specifically about what Necrozma can do with both Solgaleo and Lunala. Fusions is a thing. And I know that they've been working on for a while. It's just that we never seen it. We've seen form change. We just don't know how the fusion part of things can go because that's two separate Pokemons in that regard. So do you think, and this is again a tinfoil hat theory, do you think that Necrozma by itself will not have an adventure effect? However, once fused with other one of his forms, will have a specific day or day-night cycle adventure effect or something similar to it? Come on, speculate.
I don't know. Shoot.
Can you maybe?
That is an interesting one.
Maybe he'll be able to make it day, night, and nighttime for a specific time of time, and spawns are different for each one.
That'd be friggin' hilarious.
I mean, that makes sense though, right? Unless they give him the ability to give us more like mega bonuses or something like that similar to it.
I wouldn't hate it. I was imagining when you were talking about Photon Geyser, I was imagining him making a raid boss easier for a certain amount of time, but that would be so overpowered.
Yeah, the solo play will be insane. But yeah, it would make sense if it actually, because technically, okay, so if we go by lore in the main series games and both, animes and everything, the Crossma is kind of the Pokemon that just steals the energy, the light of each
Takes
living
light,
being,
yeah.
takes the light, wants to steal and possess the light, whatever the case may be. And once it has enough energy, it becomes the Ultra Necrozma that we know from the games, which is an overpowered madhouse. So it's definitely something that I'm sure that won't give us to PvP, something like that anyways, anytime soon at least. But that's the
When
thing,
Ultra Necrozma is easier to get than 100% Zygarde.
There you go. But that's the thing. It's like there's so much good speculation coming out of that it just seems that there could be a way that they're going to do something cool with it. So I would be glad that would be the case for that game. So for Necrozma. Now, again, this is all speculation. Still won't have theories. We'll definitely get more information as we get closer to it. Because again, we're only 2-3 months away, I think.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be too surprised. The day and night thing would be definitely interesting. It would be a lot easier for some people to evolve certain Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad that will be the case, regardless of how it may be. Let me actually do something here real quick. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sorry about that, Gal. But yeah, so what next we have on file is here. Right as the announcement of Necrozma, now we had early bird tickets actually happening for GoFest. For the last month or so since it's been out, Chris, or at least I myself, have bought the tickets. Chris, you already bought your tickets, right, for the event itself?
Yeah, yeah, I got the tickets for the in person. Literally, all I need are the plane tickets now.
Cool. But also, if anybody who were not able to actually get the early bird tickets, you are now able to get regular ticketing for GoFest itself. So basically, the whole shabam has opened up again. I think we have tickets for Saturday, Sunday, all the other GoFests out there. So get it while you can, because those can run out as fast as possible too. I already kind of have my day plan or my weekend plan, and I know Chris will definitely join me when we can because his friends are there here and there. But it's also the 4th of July weekend, so it's going to be a crazy weekend regardless. So good luck for anybody going to New York. So real quick, I think we have enough time to go for a few minutes of Pokemon Sleep. So how about we all go to sleep right now? Anyways. Pokemon Sleep just finished their 2-week long event for Raikou. Finally out in Pokemon Sleep.
Awesome.
I actually was able to make Master 16 both times in Greengrass, which is actually pretty cool. One of them being closer than the other one because I was actually just trying to dump everything into it. But I was actually surprised, even though, because the first week I got to 16, or was it 17? I can't remember. But anyways, by the time I get there, or use all my whistles, all the free things that they actually gave me. I'm actually like out of everything in my main account. However, in the second week, I was able to get to 16 just naturally with a good copy ticket, of course. So I know that I'm getting there. I know it's still possible to get to 20. I just need like stronger Pokemons, which at best, my best Pokemon is at level 41. So I know Chris is like, how the heck do you only have level 41s, right?
Nah, I get it. Definitely a strong team though. Cause yeah, you definitely did better than me for that event. I think I maxed out around like Master 14, I think, the second week. There's like a few days I didn't make my Snorlax lunch. He might have been hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of fun checking on Raikous for sure. And I think the effect they had over the whole field with like all the electricity was really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how your Pokemon would sleep though with all that electricity.
I mean, they did what they did, anyways. But I believe it was a good event. I did get 4 Raikos in the end, so not too bad. However, most of them sucked, so it wasn't really. I do focus more on ingredient-based Pokemons, anyways, so it's not much difference here and there. But I'm happy with what I got. So I think the best thing that I got at the event was probably like a good. Wasn't a Raikou. I think it was like a Slowpoke or something that I actually got. It was pretty good. But I'm still working. I was able to power up my Gardevoir all the way to max, or at least a max in the sense that she gives me like 15 energy per hit, and that's good for the Lapis. I am in Lapis right now, getting destroyed at grade 5 after 3 days of sleep. So, and then I think my team is pretty well handled for anything that the game itself actually shows. So I could use better things. I am actually running out of space for ingredients right now, so I probably gonna have to switch up the team a little bit here and there.
Dude, I'm always full. I need more cooking space right now.
Yeah. And trust me to say that the last pot upgrades right now will require you to have 126,000 Dream Shards. So good luck on that, brother.
I didn't know it was that much.
It is that much. It's crazy that it's that much. Also, why do I have so much ingredients? Jesus. I'm probably gonna have to start focusing on some like berry finders or something like that at some point in the next few days. But we'll see how that one will go. I mean, I do have some pretty good like triggers here and there anyway, so. But Blastoise and Venusaur do give me a lot of ingredients, plus their triggers like almost every other day anyways. So
Your Snorlax almost looks like the shiny one.
almost, but it's not. But yeah, how about you? Do you have anything cool from those 2 weeks? I think the only other good thing that I got from that was a shiny Slowbro.
I don't think I got anything like crazy. At least nothing worth bringing up. But I was happy with all the main I got. So I was able to grab a main skill seed with like. I got all the incenses I could for Raikou, but I didn't want to stress out too much about like buying it or something. But yeah, a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next legendary they put in. I think we already know what it's going to be, right? It's either Entei or Suicune.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of fun.
We haven't had any confirmation about those actual Pokemons coming out yet. We know that they're coming. We just don't know when. So
yeah.
So just sleep your very best, like no matter what, and just get those good Pokemons out there. All right, so let's move on to some PvP section. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go. So some updates here and there. First of all, of course, GVL. We're back at the Ultra League and the Jungle Cup Grey League Edition. Have you actually played any of the leagues?
Not for a hot minute. Ever since, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what the cup was called.
Spring
was
Edition?
It Jungle Cup?
I think it was Spring. Because we got Jungle Cup right now.
I think you're right. Maybe.
Yeah, Spring Cup. Yeah, probably that.
Yeah, because it's Jungle Cup right now. I
Yeah.
I don't think it was Jungle.
Yeah. But anyways, that's how usually how it is. I haven't really played that much. I know I think my cousin actually played and he got a Celesteela from it. So
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's over in Peru.
Yeah, he is, yeah. So he's definitely having fun with that when it comes to be. He sends me screenshots of his catches, and he even got a weapon. So I'm like, God damn you. Anyways, it is how it is when it comes down to it. But yeah, GBL, it's okay. I hope that there will be a shakeups here and there somewhere. Maybe some moves shakeups or something like that. Oh, what am I getting anybody to? Oh, Celesteela. I need your shiny.
Somebody I know?
Yeah, paper cut.
Oh my! Let me check. I see it. It's in my face.
I know.
Please.
Right? Yeah. So that's cool when it comes down to GBL. However, we do have some cooler news. This past weekend, we did have the International European Championship happening. And that was actually a pretty fun event. I actually saw here and there a few things, but everybody was having so much fun. Go, Unite, VGC and TCG were actually on his grand stage when it comes down to it. We'll focus, of course, on Go, and we had a pretty stack, really good weekend out this weekend. So we had one of the world champions, one of the very first world champions, Me Whittle, actually being there. We have Doombuggy, Doombugs, I think it's called. Sorry if I'm butchering your games, guys. We had caster like Soitudo, Psionic, many other casters out there that I know that I remember their names right now, so I'm sorry about that right now. So, however, that made the event so much better. And then congratulations. There actually was an amazing final against Doombugs and Me Whittle. Me Whittle actually winning it all, being now a international champion. I think he became an regional champion at some point in the last few months. And of course, he's already a world champion anyways from the junior division or senior division, I think. But one of the very first world champions, because we know Dancing Rob was the world champion in general. I know everybody usually focus on that, but Me Whittle was also a champion during the very first world tournament of Pokemon Go. So definitely kudos to him for winning another international. Very, very, very cool to see that even though he has actually been to the top, he's still rising up to, continue on his legacy for a while. I mean, the kid is probably 17 years old, I think, at this point, maybe 18. So he's a long way to go. See how much more he can actually bring to the table with
when he won too, he had some energy on stage. I was pretty happy to see that.
I was happy about that too. Yeah. So pretty much that. And again, congratulations to all the winners and participants out there. We also have something pretty cool. My CP on my Celestia is crappy, but hopefully I get the shiny.
What's good?
I don't know. I have 1710. I think it was over 1740 something.
I got 1737.
Yikes. All right, shiny check. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. I almost thought it was white for a second. Anyways, but yeah, so that's that. And again, I was mentioning, we have the World Championship. Finally, dates are announced. So I know that Worlds have been announced since last Worlds anyways, and where it was going to be, which we knew was going to be in Honolulu, Hawaii from the very beginning. However, we finally have the dates. People can finally start planning for it. There's some cool birthdays here and there for a lot of people out there, but Honolulu, Hawaii, Pokemon Worlds 2024 will be happening on August 16 to the 18th, which is actually another month right after the Go Fest. So,
oh my god,
yeah, I ain't got no money to go there. It's I'll be broke after New York. I can tell you that much.
1 year, but not this year.
Hey, if it's another 10 years before we actually go Hawaii again, I'll wait and I'll be ready. But yeah, no. So. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And finally, people can actually start planning their trips to Hawaii and be ready for their play Pokemon, which is 4 months from now here anyway. So still not too bad, regardless of how it may be. I know people were planning to go there for a couple of weeks anyway, so it is how it is. Any news on the front of
Switch Masters?
Yes,
nothing. You. Yeah, nothing new right now. Mm-hmm. I think we're just waiting on the next season right now.
Okay. All right. So we're taking a little break. That's nice. That is cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that we're missing here?
Nothing too much. I think we're just mostly looking forward, especially to Go Fest.
Yeah, definitely Go Fest. We're excited for it. Hopefully it's gonna happen very, very soon. We say very, very soon, but it's gonna happen anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do think that even though it was a shorter podcast, it is how it is. But I appreciate anybody who's actually been here in the stream today. We're getting another raid anyways. So while I finish up, I know, right? I got 2 more actually for the day, so I'm gonna have to.
This is my last one.
Oh my goodness! All right, so thank you so much for listening, everybody, to the podcast today, and anybody who has actually come over to the live stream. We appreciate it very much. We are still in podcast services fees. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many of those places. If you can leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. Also follow us our social media. Myself at Pure Let It Go. The Purified Podcast is also on X or Twitter, however you call it. And Chris is Pokemon Trigger Please, PKMN Trigger Please with a C at the end. You can email us anything to thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com. Join our Discord. We're there most of the time. And of course, you can always check us out at the PokemonProfessorNetwork.com or the PurifiedPodcast.com with the Professor Network. I did mention that we are there's gonna be a few changes here and there, but we'll announce those once we are ready. Just teaser here and there with the network itself. But once we get to that point, it's gonna be fun all around, y'all. So with that being said, Chris, how about you take us away for the night? I'm trying to actually time it out by the time we finish this because Steeler.
Yup. all right. I hope we get a shiny Celesteela. Let's go. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to Go Fest. I know we are. A lot of fun things to come. This CP sucks. That's okay.
What's the number for yours?
1706.
1741. No shiny though.
But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward. Necrozma is one of my favorite. I want to say legendaries. I know some people argue on whether it's a legendary or an ultra beast. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week where hopefully we got even more news for you. I think Mega Heracross is the 13th, right?
Yes. So be ready for Mega Heracross actually.
Yeah, so we'll be giving you our what's it called? Our reviews on that. Which, you know, we're locals to Heracross. So it's not crazy seeing it all the time, but the Mega Energy is gonna be hype for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for listening, and keep purifying them. We'll see you guys next time. Also, we are sending you guys out to Lure Up, so get ready. Here we go. Have a good night, y'all.